Life has no meaning.
Don't give up.
I'm just tired of feeling this way,
If times are hard, good things nor bad things last forever.
I don't see a life for myself where I'm happy. And that sucks.
I'm stuck, I'm trapped, I'm bored. There's nothing to do.
There's no point to any of it.
You were not born in a culture or a generation that creates strength.
Men are evil.
You were born in a culture and a generation that has sought to create nothing but weakness in you.
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
That's another thing that we're doing to men that's a very bad idea.
I feel like I'm not supposed to be a part of this society. I don't fit in it.
Anything I work towards in my life will ultimately mean nothing.
Do you think men are important? Like for what?
You're pathological and oppressive. It's fine then, why the hell am I going to play?
I just want to be by myself. This is the most peaceful for me. To just be on my own, just away from people.
And why the hell not?
But life is bullshit. That's what it is. Life is bullshit, and no matter how hard I cry or fucking complain about it, it's not gonna change, right? This is just reality. I can dream about it. I can daydream all day about something better, but this is reality.
If that's the situation, if I get no credit for bearing responsibility, you could bloody well be sure I'm not going to bear any. But then, your life is useless and meaningless.
I have no godly idea of what my direction is, what my purpose is, what anything is. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step is.
You're full of self-contempt and nihilism, and that's not good. And so that's why I think
I say virtues. One of them is a lack of purpose, relationships, a lack of relationships, and a lack of faith.
That's what I think's going on at a deeper level with regards to men needing this direction.
Question is, what should we do? What should we do?
A man has to decide that he's going to do something. He has to decide that.
Find a thing you like. Try to find a thing that you really enjoy. Try to find a thing that you're passionate about.
But there's some criteria. It should be good for you. It should be good for you in a way that facilitates you moving forward. Maybe it should be good for you in a way that's also good for the family and the community. It should cover the domain of life.
We are in control of our own destiny.
Choice. You have choice. Well, the thing is that people will carry a heavy load if they get to pick the goddamn load.
It is through responsibility that most people find the meaning which sustains them through life.
That was my vehicle out of my dilemma. That was my vehicle out of my own anxiety and trauma and my own issues and insecurities. And
start by taking responsibility for yourself.
Number one was learning how to fight.
Martial arts. Martial arts taught me that I could get better at stuff. That I wasn't really a loser. I just was someone who was in a fucked up situation. But you could channel all that energy that you have as a young person into something and get better at it. And then all of a sudden people admired me.
Go for that run and nourish your body with the nutrients it needs.
You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt.
Yes.
A young man that spends time in prayer before a holy God, that lives, feeds upon the Word of God, can stand when everyone else falls.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing.
So I went from being someone who was incredibly insecure and basically a failure to someone who was really successful at this one thing that was very dangerous, that other people were scared of. And that gave me immense confidence and also a real understanding of the direct correlation between hard work and success.
Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes, take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved.
Good, 22. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, David. Who's one more to carry the boats?
Take ownership of your mission. Take ownership of your job, of your team, of your future, and take ownership of your life.
Take responsibility for those around you, your friends and family.
Acts of kindness, acts of generosity is how simple it is to make people feel good. Now, in our bodies, there's a chemical called oxytocin. It's responsible for all the warm feelings and connectedness we have with each other. Friendship, love.
It's about the feeling I get when I serve others.
And the best part about oxytocin is the more oxytocin we have in our bodies, the more generous we become. It is Mother Nature's way of trying desperately to get us to look after each other.
I hope that one day you can all find a passion that drives you towards that addiction of service. Because I am addicted to the feeling I get when I serve others. And let me tell you, it's a great feeling.
And finally, your life's purpose can be found when you take on responsibility for something bigger than yourself and something that you believe in.
But if you haven't reckoned with who Jesus of Nazareth is, an actual historical figure, like if you haven't reckoned with him, like you've missed it. You've missed it somewhere along the way. And so
we all have the power to make a difference, but only if we change our mindset from within.
And lead. Lead. Lead yourself and your team and the people in your life. Lead them all to victory.